missing someone. Love with all your heart. Missing someone. Love with heart.
What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. In this week's episode, I'm going to do a creative color transformation. So this client of mine, she's been coming to me for a few years now, and we usually just do like a highlight and then kind of just like refresh her semi colors with the Pulp Bright semis. So the last time she's been in, probably been like few months now, and she's been refreshing her hair using like a blue color at home, so that's why you see this green tone that it faded out to. I believe she was using Arctic Fox, and honestly I didn't want to remove it because we do a dimensional kind of highlight on her, and if I tried to remove it, the hairs in between the highlighted pieces would get a bit warm, and I really didn't want that to happen. So I convinced her to do something that will just work with what she has so that we can prepare her hair for the next color. So for her highlighting technique, I am basically just doing back-to-back weaves all over the head, but as I get towards the top where she parts her hair and in that crown area, especially just like wherever the hair is parted, I like to leave just a bit of dimension in between my weaves, but other than that, everything is going to be back-to-back, especially because it's been so long since I've highlighted her hair, and so there is a lot of dark that I haven't gotten to since it's been so long since we've done her roots. So for my lightener application, I am just doing medium-sized weave with a combination of chunky weaves on the underneath here. What I'm mostly focusing on is just picking out all of the dark that I see. So if there is weaves that I need to pick out that is a longer dark weave, then I will pick that out, and essentially what that's going to do is it's going to make the ends more solid and try to pick up as much dimension throughout that mid shaft to end part so that everything kind of looks lighter on the ends. So for the products that I'm using in this transformation, I am using the Schwarzkopf Blonde Me Lightener, and my first bowl I mixed up is 6 in 20. I like to dilute, or not dilute, but just make that first bowl a little bit weaker than everything else because it does take time to get through this back nape area, and by the time I'm fully done, everything kind of catches up all together and I'm able to rinse a bit easier by doing it this way. So after that full first bowl of 6 in 20, I'm going in with just 20 volume, and again you can see my weaves are pretty much back to back, and I'm trying to weave out as much dark as possible. And by now, if you've been watching a lot of my videos, I do like to do more of a medium-sized weave here because it's very easy for me, for instance, like this appointment, to just pick up where I left off last time. So it's visually very easy and fast application to go ahead and just pick up all the dark, even though it may sound like a lot of work and it's kind of tedious. Over time, I feel like the thicker the weaves are and easier for you to pick up your weaving pattern, the faster you can get through these highlights. So essentially this is kind of the highlighting technique that I like to do on a lot of my creative color clients who don't want to commit to that bleach and tone. So this is really great for clients who want creative color but want something a little bit more low maintenance to where they can go wait, I don't know, I would say like 3 or 4 months between getting their roots done. I feel like it's been a bit longer for my client here since I've done her roots, so this is a perfect example to create a creative color tone for something or someone who needs something that is more lower maintenance for them. So since my client's roots are pretty long and the part where I need to weave and lighten it up is quite long for the root area, I am just placing the foils right on top of each other and then locking them in by folding that bottom part and the sides. This is going to prevent from your foils from slipping, so giving that extra lock on the bottom and the sides really does make a huge difference. So since we're doing pretty much a back-to-back weave all over here, everything's gonna look pretty high impact color. She's gonna have a lot of color. So for her money piece, I did about just like 4 baby lights back to back here to give her a really nice bold front piece. So as I'm doing the money piece area, you might be wondering why I folded those first few all the way up, and then every other foil all around her whole head, I just kind of laid the foil right on top. So the reason why I like to lay the foil first right on top of wherever I've placed the lightener is sometimes, especially when you're highlighting dark hair, if you fold the foil where there's already a lot of product, it can move the product and then it can kind of give you some warm spots as you're applying. So if I can avoid it, I try to just lay a foil right on top and then do that little lock on the bottom and the sides. But if a section is like the hair is too thin or just finer, then sometimes doing this, the foils can still slip. So in those cases where the hair is a little bit finer or there's just less hair in the foil, I will fold it traditionally all the way up. But majority of the time when it's really long roots like this and I am applying quite a bit of lightener to lighten it up, I do like to just lay the foils flat so that I get really clean, even lift. So since I'm on the top part of her head here, this is basically where she parts her hair. This is starting to be where I'm making my weaves a little bit smaller and then also leaving just a bit more dimension in between my weaves. So since we're going to be doing a pretty bright creative color, I normally lift her to about a level 9 and 10. This is so that it fades really pretty. And her initial goal was to do some sort of rainbow, but I felt like the green that was on the very ends was still pretty vibrant and dark. So I wanted something that would kind of not mud it out, but like have something that would cancel out this green so that the next time when she comes in we can do something more fun and creative. But I felt like the green, if we added some rainbow, it just wouldn't look so great on top of it if we weren't going to be blank canvassing any of this product or any of the green out. So I wanted to just work with it and apply something that would still look really pretty, and I knew that she loved doing purple in the past, so we decided to just do a purple for this appointment, and then we can kind of cancel out the green and get her ready for rainbow, her next appointment. So for her semi formula, I pretty much mixed up from the Pulprite Semi collection. I used Jam and Deviant, which is both kind of like a plumish purple tone. It's more of like a pinkish purple tone, and I felt like it would work really well into canceling out some of this green. So I pretty much just use the same formula for root to end. So what that's going to do is, since her root is pretty freshly lightened and it's nice and bright and yellow, that part is going to be pretty vibrant, and then on the ends, that's where the green is. And what this color is going to do on there, it's still going to be pretty vibrant, but it's going to be a little bit more muted. I wanted something as like bright and strong to help cancel out as much green as possible, because green a lot of times can be kind of tricky. Like if you don't fully remove it and you're still kind of trying to cancel out a green that is more vibrant, sometimes it takes a few sessions for the green to come out if you're not fully removing it. In the past, I've tried to remove green before, and it sometimes takes like multiple sessions of either doing a pink or a purple to try and cancel it completely out. So I needed something that was going to be super vibrant so that we could try and get this green out as much as possible. So I basically just applied the same formula all over the head, and then once I was done, I let this sit for about 25 minutes at room temperature, and then since we've already shampooed her, I'm just going to rinse it out with some ice cold water. Alrighty guys, so that is it for this week's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Now that you can see it all styled and everything, that you can see how the top is a bit brighter and the ends are a bit more muted because of that green. But honestly, I feel like this color came out super vibrant considering how much green was on her ends. So I really hope, since we did more of a vibrant pinkish purple, that the next time when she comes in, it's pretty much canceled out majority of the green, and we can do something more fun next time. Well, that is it for this week's episode. Thank you guys so much for watching and tuning in, and as always, I will talk to you guys next week.